This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? Visit gocurrency.com. And by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com.
Well, we're still a month away from fall on the calendar here, but we are ready for our fall sports kickoff on News Channel Nebraska tonight. We are in Columbus as we're getting ready for this softball doubleheader to start this season between Lincoln Northstar and Columbus. Kaylin Devin alongside Elijah Mosier here on a beautiful day today. You know, the last time we were here, Elijah, we maybe got an inning in before the thunder came, the lightning came, and the game was postponed. So 2 years later, here we are, ready for another chance to kick things off.
Hey, I mean, we're back together again. This is only our second time we've ever been together. And, I mean, this is going to be great. We've had a dearth of sports lately. The Olympics have been done for a couple weeks, but we're back tonight. Softball doubleheader. Can't get much better than this.
We're excited to bring you this one, and let's take a look at our school spotlight today. And it is brought to you by Currency. If your business needs financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers, all you need is Currency. Check them out at gocurrency.com. Starting here in Columbus, 24,000 people here in this town. Platte County in Columbus, almost 1,000 students in the school. They are the Discoverers. Meanwhile, Lincoln Northstar in Lincoln, Nebraska, Lancaster County, nearly 300,000 in the city. And they are the Navigators, also known as the Gators. As we get things started today for Northstar, Haley Bolts is in the box. And it is Callan Heel for the Discoverers to get things started in the circle.
Good little senior-on-senior, pitcher-on-pitcher matchup to start things off.
Pitcher-on-pitcher, Haley Bolts digs in. One of the best returning players for the Gators from a season ago.
Both coaches deciding to go with some seniors to lead off, try to get that experience, get some energy to start things off.
Fouled off behind the fence. And a 2-1 count.
Good swing there, just came on a little early. Makes it a 1-2 count. Heel's going to look for a nice payoff pitch here.
Lincoln Northstar in the second year under head coach Dale Rule. Coached for the first time last season. This one is hit towards short. Play is made over to first in time for the out. Nice job there, Liberty Boss getting in there and making the play for Columbus.
Yeah, sophomore playing shortstop. Made a nice play there. Good throw to Pensick at first for the first out. And Columbus has a little more in this match for them. Lincoln Northstars, who sent them home last year at district. So this game means a little bit more for them.
Lincoln Northstar had a crazy run last season. After losing 7 in a row, they went on to win 16 of the next 18. And were just a game away from making it to the state tournament. Fell to a really good Lincoln Southwest team. Silverhawks led by Kennedy Williams, playing softball and basketball at Nebraska. A multi-star athlete in Lincoln. This is swung right back toward Callan Heel and makes the play off the bat of Dempsey Whitmore. Nice and easy does it, and the Discoverers are 1 out away from a nice 1-2-3 inning.
Heel made that look nice and smooth, and she's moving through this lineup of the North Stars furiously.
Brings up Haley Van Pelt, first baseman for the Navigators today. Heel deals, that one fouled off toward the fence. It's a good thing that we have that here today. One of these might be coming right back at you, Elijah.
Oh, no problem. We'll handle it.
Junior Van Peltz is probably the second best hitter on this team beside for Bolts. She is incredible, as the sophomore last year was very good too. Van Pelt Digs in for the pitch from Heel, and that is outside 2-1. Good start today for Heel. And a good way to face the top of the lineup here. Grounded over to second. Easy play made. Nicely done by Kudron, and Columbus is out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning for the Discoverers, and they'll bring up the bats next. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning on News Channel Nebraska.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Nice little shot of the Platte County sign. Welcome to Columbus, Nebraska. Lincoln Northstar in Columbus here in the bottom of the first inning to kick off our season today. It is Kudron, Heel, and Larson to get the bats going for the Discoverers.
Yeah, both lineups opted to go with the upperclassmen at the start of this lineup. Going to see if Columbus can deliver. Columbus took care of Northstar defensively in the first.
Solid in there from Bolt's first pitch is fouled off. She's got some speed, one of the best pitchers in the conference and a very good returner for Lincoln Northstar.
Anytime you get a player going D1, that's a pretty good player.
When you're a first-team super stater, UNO will be excited to have her next year. And she's already up 0-2 on Kudron.
Yeah, Kudron's a fast little speedster around the bases for Columbus, entering her junior year, trying to battle against this 1-2 count.
Taking some time as Bolts looks at her wristband and awaits the pitch. It's fouled off toward the right side. Kudron's doing a nice job staying in there.
Keeps the count at 0-2. A little worried for Kevin on top of the truck here. That one was headed towards him.
Kevin's got to look alive, get his hand out there, see if he can make a play. That's a breaking ball that can't find the zone. 1-2. Our first inning today is thanks to our friends, Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney, Nebraska. Fouled off. Just misses the other field behind us.
And Gudrun's battling well with Bolts. This will be their 6th pitch at the at-bat. He went through the entire first 3 batters of Lincoln Northstar in 10 pitches. So Gudrun's making Bolts work for it.
Kudron is the best returning hitter from Columbus a season ago. As a junior now, hit .329 last year. Swings and misses, and a strikeout for Haley Bolts to get things started. Kudron fought, but Bolts wins this battle.
Yeah, that's what Bolts brings to the table. Nice speed through her pitching, and now we get our second pitcher versus pitcher duel of the day. This time, Huell is at the plate.
And Callan won the first battle, was able to get out Bolt's very first batter of the day. That's in there for a strike, and Bolts is getting the heat in early today. Oh, 1 count. Heel digs in. That's just inside for ball 1.
Waiting for a pitch. Seeing what Bolts has. Nice strategy here from Huel.
Swing and a miss.
That ball rose just a little bit. Huel wasn't quite expecting it. Quite a fast pitch there.
And when it comes in at the hands, got to try to get your arms in front of that and move it the other way. This one is fouled off. Nicely done to stay alive in the at-bat.
See, that time the off-speed came around and Huel was ahead of it. Took that one into foul territory. Gonna have to try and diagnose this pitch from Bolts a little quicker.
Huel scoots that back right foot back into the batter's box. Pretty close up toward the line. Bounces in front of the plate, and it's a 2-2 count.
Bolts just lost the grip of that one.
Columbus does not have an easy start to the season. Right after this, you got a doubleheader with Lincoln Southwest, then Omaha West Side in a single-game matchup. You also play Lincoln East in a doubleheader and Grand Island in a doubleheader later on in the first 10 games.
We have had some long at-bats here, just the first 2 batters. There, he got Bolts up to 12 pitches, 6 each so far. This will be the 7th pitch at-bat for Huel.
And Huel only had 10. She only pitched 10 in the top of the first, so she's looking pretty good. Swing and a miss, and Bolts gets her second K of the inning.
I mean, these long at-bats have not phased Bolts at all. She's up to 13 pitches, but she's gotten 2 strikeouts swinging. She's been consistent behind on top of the mound.
Bella Larson playing center field today. Makes her way to the plate. This is fouled off onto the JV field. Everyone's got to be heads up here today.
That's the joy of playing at a softball complex. You never know when you're going to have to dodge the softball.
This one lost it a little bit. Bolts will have to collect herself on a 1-1 count. Yeah, didn't ever think that you'd have to wear hard hats coming to a softball field. It happens every once in a while. That's why we love this sport. 1-1 count for Bolts. That's upstairs, 2-1. Now Larson's ahead.
Yeah, she's tried that high action a couple times, gotten a swing on it as well. It's usually gone foul, but Larson didn't take on it. Gonna be curious what she does here.
That is driven and fouled. It was close. Nice idea from Bella Larson. It evens up the count at 2 with 2 down.
Yeah, she ripped that one right down the first base line. Couldn't quite get a good glimpse of it myself, but it did look like it was tracking just to the right side of the foul line.
You can get that thing to sit right on the foul line, but just stay fair. It's beauty. Quickly in there, Bolts with a heater, but Larson does get a piece on it.
These Columbus batters are doing a great job of staying in the count, working Bolts to her limit.
2-2 count. Larson hits it, pop up, shallow right field. It is caught. What a play. Kalupka slides on in and makes a basket catch to end the inning. So no damage done, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. And take another look at this play from Tessa Kalupka. Little out of frame, but she made a good play there. We head to the top of the second next on NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
Bradshaw Park in Columbus, Nebraska, as we continue in the top of the second inning with Columbus and Lincoln Northstar. And getting started right away is a nice solid bat. McKenna gets on base here.
Great shot by Watkins. Split it right in between short and third. You'll see it again on the Beatrice Community Hospital instant replay. Right between the gap. No shot at it for Columbus. Great single by Watkins.
First pitch swinging, too. Second pitch swinging. Another base hit. This one is down for Ava Hanger. Watkins makes her way to second. And now 2 pitches from Callan Hewell and 2 runners on for Lincoln Northstar.
And that one looked a lot the same. This one over the head of the shortstop in Liberty Boss. Gonna see it again on the instant replay. Just chopped it over the head. Again, no shot at defending it. Great hit once more by Northstar.
So back-to-back base hits off of 1 pitch. And now it's a great position for the Gators to capitalize. Brings up Tessa Kalupka, who made an awesome sliding play out in right field to end the bottom of the first.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit of a discussion here between the umpire and the third base coach. Seems to have it all squared away now.
Kaylin Tebben and Elijah Mosier on News Channel Nebraska today. Kalupka digs in for her first pitch. Puts it down. Beautiful bunt, too. Advances the runners. Gets it to first in time. But a sacrifice bunt advances Watkins and Hanger to second and third.
Yeah, good bunt laid down. And that little bit of a delay in between the at-bat. It's actually a pinch runner at second base.
First pitch in there for a ball on Ostentowski, excuse me. Remy Sunken out there running for Lincoln Northstar. She's a freshman. We're hearing that she might pitch this second game. We'll find out. Trying to get some action here early on the base paths. Ostentowski. That's outside. 3-0 count.
Hill just needs to figure out how to regain control, put the ball back in the strike zone. Probably knocked off a little bit confidence-wise after going up and letting 2 singles happen, but just needs to reset here.
And swings on the 3-0 count, and it's a base hit for Ostentowski as Watkins and Sunken come home and crack the scoreboard first. Lincoln Northstar leads 2-0.
Yeah, and another one that Columbus just didn't have a shot at. Hit that one solidly right up the middle, and Northstar's up 2-0.
Solid 2 RBI single for Ostentowski. Brings up Skylar Witten, first pitch strike. It's a good way to bounce back for Huell. And you are looking to get another out here. You got one on the sac bunt that really worked out well for Kalupka. So you got to give her credit on that. And, of course, the RBI, 2 RBI from Ostentowski. 1-1 count to Witten. Hits it deep, left field. Might have got the left fielder, and I think it did. It's over her head. Has to pick it up and heading toward third. Double, as well as a nice shot out there to left field. Schaefer was chasing it back, made a step in, and got beat by the long ball.
I'm going to look at it again here on the instant replay. Got a nice hold of it, ripped it over into left field, and Schaefer just wasn't really prepared for it. She's a freshman out there in left field, first varsity game. Don't know if that played a factor into it, but obviously not exactly what you'd like to happen. Northstar's just hitting the ball in all the right places right now.
Swing and a miss, first pitch off of Callan Heel from Olivia Knox. We got to think, too, even if Schaefer did make a great read and hit that thing and run right back toward the fence, she might not have got there. That was very well hit by Skylar Witten for the double. Witten and Ostentowski, second and third for the Gators, top of the second inning.
And that's a great point, too. She might not have gone to it by how hard that was hit out into left field.
That's just inside for a ball. And a 1-1 count.
And Northstar has runners on the second, third, looking to capitalize, try to double their score on the board. Plenty of opportunity to do so with only 1 out so far in the inning.
Popped up foul. Hits off the top of the fence. That's that's impressive.
You know, they always
tippy top.
Yeah. Nice skills challenge if that was on purpose.
It's trying to hit the upright as a field goal kicker. It's not easy. 2-1 count on the pitch out to Olivia Knox. This is singled right over the head of the second baseman, Kudrin, and that brings a run in. Top of the lineup coming up for Lincoln Northstar as well, but the bats are hot this inning.
Yeah, let's look at that again on the Beatrice Community Hospital replay. Just misjudged it at second. Thought it was going to come more shallow. Got Northstar up 3.
Brings up the future Maverick, Haley Bolts, back up. Last time out, she grounded out to short. Got a runner at third and first. Corners for the Gators. As Huell digs in, hits the outside of the plate for a strike. Three 0 Lincoln Northstar. Witten is at third. That just misses for a ball.
Might wonder if we see Knox take off for second here, try to put 2 runners in scoring position for the Navigators. Obviously a good position to do so.
Huell, this is hit. Another single brings home Witten. Runner goes to third, and the throw to second. Bolts beats it. It's a double for Haley Bolts off of a nice ground single.
They are just hitting the balls in all the right places. Watch that ball go right between the gap. The way that Pensick was playing it at first, she was tight to the bag. That grounder went right in the gap, and another run came across the board. Now 4-0 is the Navigator lead.
You know, there's not a lot you can do when the other team just finds all the gaps.
Nothing.
Dempsey Whitmore grounded out to Huell. in the top of the first inning. Swings and hits this one deep towards center. Larson is back, makes the catch, and throws it in. It is a sacrifice fly. Coming home, Olivia Knox, and tacks on the 5th run of the inning for the Gators.
Another solidly hit ball to the outfield. Allowed Bolts to advance to third at the same time, so now 2 outs for Van Pelt.
Fouled off back toward the fence. Van Pelt. We are 1 player away from hitting around, and Watkins could see potentially her 3rd at-bat of the game. Or excuse me, 2nd at-bat of the game and 2nd at-bat of this inning.
These 2 innings cannot have been any more different. First inning we saw 3 groundouts. This inning we see 6 hits. We've seen 5 runs. And it just completely switched on its head.
That's in there for a strike. Van Pelt fits that one foul. It was close.
Just tagged the right side of the bag. Kept it foul. Columbus trying to escape out of this inning.
We'll do it again. 1-2 for Van Pelt. And puts that one in fair play. As Bolts come through, Van Pelt with another, well, with a double here. It's her first hit of the game, but another run comes across for Lincoln Northstar.
I mean, my goodness. Just watch this ball rip into right field, barely stay foul.
All right, so that brings up Watkins again. And she lines out to the shortstop, Liberty Boss. But that ends the inning after a lot of hits and 6 runs come across for Lincoln Northstar. The Gators put a big stamp on this game as we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Columbus Bats have a chance to respond next on NCN.
Let's get moving, Nebraska. Show us how you stay healthy and you could really make a difference. Capture these moments, whether it's a walk in the park, playing with your kids or pets, biking or swimming, or even cooking a healthy meal, and share them with us. Each week, one lucky winner will choose a school to receive a $500 donation from Medica. Join the fun and make a difference. Submit today at newschannelnebraska.com and your school could win $500. Stretch Across Nebraska, presented by Medica with News Channel Nebraska.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
A dominant inning from Lincoln Northstar in the top of the 2nd. They get 7 hits, tack on 6 runs, and they lead Columbus 6-0. But the Discoverers have the bats here in the bottom of the 2nd for a chance to respond. Our 2nd inning today is brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. Alexis Hill gets things started for Columbus. Has to face Haley Bolts again, who threw 19 pitches, but did come away with 2 strikeouts in that first inning. Columbus did a great job battling, but could not win those at-bats. This is popped up to left field, back, and the play is made. caught by Crandall for the first out.
Good play out there by Crandall, the freshman out in left field. Columbus still trying to get their first base runner of the afternoon.
Gators are starting 2 freshmen out there today after losing a couple key seniors. One of those players being coach's daughter, Piper Rule, playing softball at South Dakota here this season. Just dropped her off yesterday.
Good tidbit of information there, Kalen.
Piper Rule was a very good player. I'm sure Dad is proud. I know he is.
See, while we have seen 2 strikeouts, no base runners yet for Columbus, what we have seen from Bolts is we've seen the ball escape her grip from time to time. We've seen it go up high. We've seen it go down low. Just hasn't been able to find the consistent strike zone yet.
Fastball's there. That's one thing that I think we both have noticed. That breaking ball, got to just be able to find that in the zone, and it's a 1-2 count. But that fastball is dangerous as Pensick digs in. There's one away. Swing and a miss, and it's the 3rd strikeout for Haley Bolts. They're all swinging strikeouts today. And Liberty Boss walks up to the plate for the first time today.
Good time to mention that the Boss, there's a couple Boss sitters on this, sisters on this squad. Liberty, the shortstop, but her freshman sister, Gracie's the catcher for Columbus in this game.
I love having siblings on the same team. That's upstairs, ball 1. So, Elijah, these 2 teams have played a few times throughout the past few years. In the last 10 matchups dating back to 2016, Lincoln Northstar has beaten Columbus each time. The Discoverers have not beaten Lincoln Northstar since September 4th, 2016. It was a 5-4 victory for the Discoverers. They're looking to come back and see if they can break that today, but they have some work to do in this first one. Inside for a strike. 1-2 count.
And at least with these last few matchups, having to go against a pitcher like Haley Bolts, that is a big difference in how a game goes down.
A lot of these games have been really close between these 2 teams. Just seems like the Gators have been on the upper hand. And that is strike 3. Haley Bolts is dealing today. 4 strikeouts, and Columbus bats go down in order. Going to the top of the 3rd inning next, Lincoln Northstar leads 6-0.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
Our communities are built through stories of connection, hard work, and bright futures. You're committed to this place, and so are we. By supporting your dreams and by celebrating your stories, Bank of the Valley has grown alongside you through 40 years of going further together. We're building lasting relationships and a legacy of success. We're in this together, and together we go further.
All the good B-roll today. If anyone tells you that Nebraska isn't beautiful, well, they don't know what they're talking about. Beautiful here in Platte County, Columbus, Nebraska. As Lincoln Northstar is ahead of Columbus 6-0, had a huge second inning when they put on 6 runs on 7 hits, and they bring the bats right back up. Ava Hanger comes up. She singled last inning. She was 1 batter away from being seen twice. Fouls this one off.
Yeah, it's important to remember that this is a long night for these players. This is a doubleheader. You got to not let that second inning get you too ahead or too behind, and you're thinking you just got to move on. Short memory here as we enter the 3rd inning.
Just outside, Nice spot from Callan Huell. And a 2-1 count toward Hanger.
And Huell's been doing this for a long time. This is her third year, I believe, on varsity pitching for the Discoverers.
This is right back toward Huell, and you're right, Elijah makes the play. Routine. Nicely done by Callan Huell.
And that ball also seemed to like slow down off the bat of Hanger, because it was kind of like watching in real time. It looked like it was in slow motion right into the glove of Huell on the mound.
So one away for Columbus. Swing and a miss. Light swing from Kalupka. Kind of a half-hearted attempt, and 0-1. That's outside for a ball. Tessa Kalupka had an awesome play out there in right field a little while ago. Helped close down the inning against Columbus in the first. Had a nice sack bunt that helped get the Gators started a moment ago as well in the last inning. This is grounded over to first in time for the outs.
Good play there from Pensick and Kudrin, getting the job done. Pensick shifted up, grounded the ball, made the toss over to Kudrin, who was in position at first. You'll see it right here on the Beatrice Community Hospital instant replay. Good defense from the Discoverers.
Do a nice little switcheroo. That's in there for a strike. Avery Ostentowski had a 2 RBI single for Lincoln Northstar last inning. Callan Huell already has 2 outs. Solid start from the senior. Just misses the outside corner.
Here's what I'm interested in. Is this peaking sun playing a difference at all? We've seen it being going in and out of the clouds. Is that affecting the batters at all? I'm not sure. We'd have to ask them, but something I've kept my eye on.
It's obviously making you think twice. So you never know. As a hitter, you want to focus in, but it can be tricky whenever you have that sun in there.
Because it is right in their eyes whenever it's out right now, with the way that the sun sets and the field faces here at Bradshaw.
1-2 count for Ostentowski. Swing and a miss, drop third strike. We'll have to throw it over to first in time, and they got it done. That is the first strikeout of the day for Callan Huell, and it ends the inning. 1-2-3 for the Columbus Discoverers. They'll have a chance to try to cut into this deficit coming up next in the bottom of the third on NCN.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding bands. We'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
So there's a shot of that sun that you mentioned, Elijah, tangoing in and out of the clouds, and might be making things a little bit difficult for the batters here today. Lincoln Northstars ahead 6-0 after a huge second inning. Columbus now with a opportunity to cut into this deficit. Bottom of the third inning on News Channel Nebraska. And a big thanks to our friends at Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Gracie Walters with a 1-1 count. Haley Bolts, the future Maverick senior for Lincoln Northstar, has 4 strikeouts and 6 batters seen today. It's a great ratio. Upstairs, ball 2.
I don't know what your definition of great is, Kalen, but I mean, a 67% strikeout ratio, I think that's even better than great, whatever that word is. Exceptional?
Outstanding, exceptional, phenomenal. You know, we actually had a debate in college once, Elijah, on what word carries more weight, outstanding or phenomenal. What would you say?
Outstanding.
You think outstanding has more weight than phenomenal?
Yeah, I think outstanding means you stand apart from the rest.
But better than a phenomenal? Phenom?
Because multiple people could be phenomenal, but really only one person can be outstanding.
It's a walk as Gracie Walters is on the base paths, and that's the first player on board for Columbus. So they got someone on. In there for a strike, Gracie Boss. All right, well, I'll note that. You got an outstanding as more than phenomenal. I think I would flip it. I think I would say phenomenal would carry more than outstanding, but I don't think there's a right answer. Laying down the bunt, that's outside, and looking to throw down his second, and got a beautiful throw. Holy cow, what a shot. Ava Hanger makes the play on an absolute dart.
I mean, here goes that replay. Got up fast, made the throw to second, and it was definitely there in time. Got the first out of the inning for Northstar.
Watkins didn't even have to move the glove. It was right there. Actually, I believe that was Whitmore who was there for that one. That is fouled off.
It looked like Columbus was going for more of a bunt and run with Boss, but the pitch came in offline, and so Boss held off of it, but Walter still took off for second just behind the throw, though.
Yeah, those are always tricky as players because when a pitch is that far out, a lot of coaches will say you got to make an effort to get there, but when it's that far out, it's hard. And another strikeout. Gracie Boss goes down looking.
Second backwards K of the day, too, for Bolts. Upset to 5 strikeouts in 3 innings.
It's the second straight strikeout looking for Haley Bolts. Brings up the 9-hitter. Olivia Schaefer, first pitch ball.
Now Northstar with a chance to do something even crazier. They went 1-2-3 in the first, 1-2-3 in the second. Could be 1-2-3, 3 straight innings.
Even with a player on, when you get that caught stealing, it still works. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. I think a few Northstar players thought it was 3. That is 1-2.
Bolts is just outstanding at what she does there on the mound, to use the word that you brought up earlier.
Phenomenal. 2-2 count.
Once again, we've seen this at least a couple times each inning. That ball, the rise ball, just escapes her hands different than she wants it to.
A chance to get strikeout number 6. Fouled off. We'll do it again.
And that's something Columbus has been pretty good at in this game so far. They're making Bolts work for it. But Bolts just wears down the Columbus batters again and again. Expect to see another one of those fastballs here from Bolts.
Swing and a miss. It's the 6th strikeout for Haley Bolts, and she is dominant here today. She's also got a no-hitter going through 3. We head to the top of the 4th inning, a 6-0 lead for the Gators.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Top of the 4th inning on News Channel Nebraska. Lincoln Northstar with a 6-0 lead, and Skyla Witten returns to the plate. Doubled her last time up. It was a part of that big 2nd inning. Callan Huell still in the circle. Had a really nice 3rd inning. It comes back with a strike here.
Yeah, this has been a topsy-turvy game here for the North Stars on the batting side of things. 10 pitches, 1, 2, 3 inning in the 1st and 3rd. But that 2nd inning, they had it rolling. See if they can get the bats going hot again. Columbus looking for some consistency this inning.
That's one thing you do not like, those crooked innings, especially if you're on the other end of them. Because you can be playing well all day, but have one crooked inning, and then things get tricky. This is driven deep into left center field, looking for 2. Witten is heading that direction and is there with a stand-up double. 2 for 2 today, 2 doubles today.
And Witten has done that really well. Knocks right back to the fence again. I think she was the one who hit it over to the left field fence in the 2nd inning. And you'll see it here on the Beatrice Community Hospital replay, just over the head. Nothing that Columbus could have done. Schaefer and Larson just both shallow, playing mid outfield, but that ball was crushed right to the fence.
She's really seeing the ball well. That pitch is a little low for ball against Olivia Knox. Knox singled with an RBI in the 2nd inning. Olivia Knox is a freshman. Good start to her varsity career.
And with how well Northstar's seen the ball, you can't imagine that Columbus is thinking about pitching Huell in back-to-back games here in this doubleheader. Sometimes you see it's not very common, but especially with the way that Northstar's seen this ball, you don't expect to see that happening in Game 2.
Right, and Columbus brings back their 3 main pitchers from a year ago, so you definitely want to get some more work in the mix, especially early on in the season. You want to see who can be that couple players that you can really trust in the circle.
At least last year it looked like Liberty Boss was that number 2 pitcher for them. She's playing shortstop in this first game, and it's just going to be an interesting talking point for both these teams.
High up to right field. Camps under it and makes the play, and Witten will not move over, but it's a solid play out there from Gracie Walters.
Pop fly right to Walters in right field. Walters got underneath it. Got the first out here in the 4th inning.
Haley Bolts returns to the batter's box. Doubled with an RBI in the second inning, and in the circle today, 6 strikeouts after seeing 9 batters.
So far, it seems like Bolts is winning this pitcher-on-pitcher duel, especially with that double in the second inning.
1-0 count for Bolts. Fouls this one back. Interrupting some play on the JV side. Drop right in the middle of the field over there. Ewell looks at the wristband, deals. Right side again. Walters under it, makes the catch. Runner looking to tag, throw over to third, and slides in there safely. Nicely done by Skylo Witten.
Columbus gets that second out of the inning. Now Witten on third with Whitmore up to bat. She's 0 for 2 on the day, had that sac fly in the second inning. Gonna be interesting to see what she brings to the table here.
First pitch fouled back toward the fence. Whitmore comes out swinging. Swings again, fouls this one just off the cap of the bat, and she's down 0-2.
Whitmore, one of the couple lefty batters we're seeing today in that left-handed batter's box.
Callan Hewell the chance to get out of this inning without any damage. If you can get Whitmore out here, outside for ball 1.
It looked like more of a screwball that time. Put a little spin on that one to the outside.
Witten on third. Whitmore in the box. We'll ground this one over to second, over to first in time for the out, and no runs come across as Elena Kudran makes the play, tosses it over to Pensick in time. So 1 hit results in a 1 runner left on base, but no one comes across for Lincoln Northstar. Columbus with another opportunity in the bottom of the 4th to crack into this lead. It's coming up next on NCN.
Other companies have the revolving door. Every time we come into Schaefer's, it's always the same people. And the big thing to me is they know you by name. They know who you are, which makes a person like myself feel just warm and welcome here. And that's what's great about Schaefer's.
Schaefer's has the essential Whirlpool appliances you need, from refrigerators and air fry ranges to laundry pairs to keep your clothes clean and sanitized at everyday low prices. At Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Back in Columbus, Nebraska tonight for the first game of our doubleheader. And kicking off our season with some softball. Kaylin Debb and Elijah Mosier here on News Channel Nebraska. Lincoln Northstar is in front of Columbus 6-0.
Yeah, good shots there of the Andrew Jackson Higgins Memorial down at Pawnee Park. But we're over here at Bradshaw, top of the order here for the Discoverers.
Whoever went out and got some good B-roll, nice job. Deserves maybe a little pay raise?
That'd be Connor Luby back in the truck, our director.
Fouled off and smacks the top of the concession stand. I'm ready for one of these to come this way. I want to make a play here, Elijah.
Well, don't injure yourself. You've already done that once this week.
That's true. I did hurt my ankle playing softball on Tuesday night, sliding into home. I sprained it. It's big bruise. Can't walk very well. And I was called out, of all things, Elijah.
That's why you
That's
slide
the worst
face
part.
first.
I usually do. I just wasn't thinking. It's frustrating. And now I can't walk, so there we go.
All right, back to the game action.
Kudrin, that is high for a ball. Our fourth inning today is thanks to Visit Kearney. You can find it all in Kearney, and Elijah knows because he is a student at UNK. Ready for technically year number 2, but you're going to be a junior due to your credits, you big brain man.
We're just giving all of our personal information away here this fourth inning. See what Kudrin has here. 5th pitch of the at-bat. Done a nice job fouling off so far.
That's away for a ball. Three-one count. Swing and a miss. Kudrin tried to catch up to that one. Fastball was in there, and now it is full.
The fastball is a signature pitch for Bolts. She just used it to get to a full count. I kind of expect her to go right back to it here because it's her strikeout pitch.
Fouls it off. Oh, it's coming this way. Oh, just hits the top of the canopy. We'll redo it at 3-2.
See, that time she went against going for the fastball. She went for the rise ball. Kudrin got right under it, popped it up foul. So here's where you expect her to go after that fastball. She doesn't typically pitch it back to back. Now that she got that rise ball out of the way, see if Bolts goes back to it.
Inside, ball 4. Second walk of the day for Haley Bolts, and Kudrin is aboard.
Yeah, a nice job there by Kudrin, staying in there, staying alive, fighting against Bolts to get on base. Nicely done, brings up Callan Huell.
Huell is 0 for 1 today. She struck out in the first inning. Fouls this one off, and it almost hits Larson in the on-deck circle.
And that's what you get whenever you have a nice complement of the off-speed pitch with the fastball, because that off-speed's getting those Columbus batters distraught, and so they're coming around on it very early. It's a dangerous combo.
0-1 count, got it in there for a strike, and now Bolts up 0-2 on Callan Huell. Kudrin at first, reached via the walk. Columbus in desperate need of base runners and of some runs. Swing and a miss at the high, breaking ball, and down goes Huell. The 7th strikeout for Haley Bolts today.
See, that's exactly what we're talking about. The off-speed and the fastball. Got her done with the fastball again, did Bolts.
One down in the bottom of the 4th. Bella Larson. That's up too high. Tries to throw back to first. Nothing doing. Nice look by Hanger.
Columbus still in search for their first hit of the game, too. Bolts has done a nice job keeping those bats quiet.
Fouled off. 1-1.
You know, sometimes when you get to the first game of the year, it gets hot, it's sticky. We've actually been blessed with a pretty beautiful night here at Bradshaw.
It is nice. The cloud cover is great today. Looks like it could rain, but there's nothing in the forecast until later. Right back toward the pitcher. Bolts throws to second for one. Over to first for two. Did it. Double play. And we continue the run of 1, 2, 3 innings. Northstar gets out of it after this double play. We'll take another look here. What a job done by Bolts. Over to second, back to first. Gets it in time. It was close. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Bank of the Valley. Together we go further. To see what games we're covering, follow on X at NCN Sports.
Just taking another look here. We wanted to show you this double play again. The throw over to second. Nicely done. Back in for first.
In time.
Got it.
Man.
That was close. I wanted to take another look at that just because it was really close. First pitch fouled off the fence for Haley Van Pelt. But through 4 innings, Haley Bolts has a no-hitter going. You allowed to use those words, Elijah?
She's not pitching right now, so
drives one through the gap for a single, Van Pelt. That's true, but you know how people think about suspicious superstitions. We'll find out, I guess.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but if you want to say it, go right ahead.
Oh, so you're putting this on me now.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Top of the 5th inning, Lincoln Northstar with another hit. It is their 9th hit of the day. Had 7 in the second, scored 6 runs, had 1 last inning, and then 1 now.
Yeah, Van Pelt ripped a nice single. Get on base there for the Navigators. Gators trying to add some more insurance runs.
Watkins fouls this one off. She's down 0-2.
Keep in mind that now we've reached the 5th inning. So I have to mention this since we got 1 on base already. The 8-run rule is in effect if Northstar scores 2 runs this inning.
So you really want to shut them down if you're Columbus. Looking to throw back to first and nothing doing.
Yeah.
Boss holds it off.
Good scoop by the freshman catcher and Gracie Boss.
Outside for a ball, 1-2. Rather, 2-2.
Keeping things steady here. He'll just trying to find the right pitch.
This is hit to left field and foul. Nice bat-on-ball contact from Watkins, but couldn't keep it straight. Come back with another 2-2 count.
Got on that ball early. Ripped it down left field line. Curve just foul. Gonna have to step right back in there. And Watkins has had a good day already. She's hit the ball well. Just looking for another solid hit.
Fouled off against the fence again. Watkins is battling with Callan Hewell.
And that's a pretty good battle, too. I've enjoyed what I've seen of it.
2-2 count. Outside for ball 3, and we're full.
Now here's where it's important as a pitcher to just get it in the strike zone. You want it around that border. You do not want to walk another batter.
This is lined inside the gap between third and short, and the runners move up with another single, the 10th hit for Northstar today.
Well, he'll put in the strike zone, but Northstar, like they did in the second inning, put it right in the gap. We're going to see it right here on the instant replay. Ripped right in the gap. Columbus had no shot. Great hit by Watkins.
That's away for ball one on Ava Hanger. Hanger playing catcher this season. Again, replaces a very big player in Piper Rule. But Hanger had a nice throw down from catcher to second to get the runner stealing earlier in this game. She's playing nicely so far and also singled and scored whenever Northstar had that big second inning. 2-0 count. This is lined right over the head of the third baseman and will bring in another run. The throw to third, not there. It's a double for Hanger as Van Pelt makes it all the way across.
Yeah, I had a great look at that one. I'm situated right along that left field line. Hit that line solidly. You're going to see it right on the instant replay. Hits that line square. Nice hit from Hanger. Good RBI.
And one of the things that you notice too, Elijah, is Northstar does a really nice job at advancing on the base paths. They always try to go for two bases, it seems like, and that's something that Dale Rule was talking about before this game. He said if we don't get caught stealing once, usually it means that we weren't aggressive enough. We got to be aggressive on the base paths, and it has worked well. 7-0 lead so far for the Gators. That's downstairs. Ball two.
And you mentioned it. How do you win games? Do you get on base? How do you get on after you get on base? What do you have to do? You got to score runs. And in order to do that, you got to be aggressive on the base pass. And Northstar has done that very well.
Runners on second and third for Kalupka. Fouls this one back. A 1-2 count.
And now would be a good time to remember that it's a 7-0 game. The 8th run is on third right now. Still no outs for Northstar here in the top of the 5th. It's a very real possibility that we'll be heading to the bottom of the 5th with Columbus facing their last 3 outs.
This is lined over to center. Catch is made. Runner tags. Throw into the pitcher. Will have to hold it. And Lincoln Northstar does take that 8-0 lead, bringing in McKenna Watkins after she tags on in. Kalupka with a nice sacrifice. Good catch out there by Larson.
And you'll see this play again. Just couldn't get the throw to home. And on our way there was Watkins. So now we have a meeting at the mound here for Columbus. Looks like Huell's day might be done, and Liberty Boss will head into the circle for the Discoverers.
And we will tell you about our new pitcher coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
And here we go with one down here in the top of the 5th inning. It is an 8-0 Lincoln Northstar lead as the Liberty Boss moves from short to the circle. She is pitching now for Columbus. And that sends Hewell over to first. Just a little switcheroo defensively. Is fouled off. Avery Ostentowski. So you mentioned it, Elijah, now with this 8-0 lead. Columbus needs to score runs next inning. This is loose, and on the pass ball, run comes home, and it's a score for Lincoln Northstar. Heads up base running, Ava Hanger.
Heads up base running indeed. And let's look at the replay here. And that ball just got underneath, and the chase down was on, but it wasn't in time. And coming in safely was Ava Hanger.
9 runs across for Lincoln Northstar. That's up top. For a ball.
Sets up a 2-1 count now.
One away. Nobody on the base paths. Lightly topped over to third. Throw over to first is not there. Runner will try to go. Ostentowski trying to stretch it. She does. She's there easily on second.
Yeah, nice little single advance to second off the air. And we'll take another look at it.
Nice job to scoop it over there at third for Hill. Throw just gets away.
And so now Sunken on second base here as they had a new hitter up to the plate.
In there for his strike, Skyla Witten in the box.
Northstar has definitely done the job in the batter's box. Starting off the season with a lot of momentum, a lot of energy. They've done quite well.
Another strike. Back-to-back strikes from Liberty Boss. It's a good start.
And the sophomore pitched a lot as a freshman last year, getting her first experience here in the 2024 season.
Oh, just low. Nice spot. Doesn't quite make its way back up to the zone.
And this is a tough position for any pitch to be thrown into. Just not had a great game, and now you're on the mound to try and finish things off.
Just outside. 2-2. Yeah, it's really something, especially early in the season. You're down 9-0. You just want to see something pretty promising here from Liberty Boss to see how she does when she comes in a situation like this.
Yeah, and if you're a pitcher, you got to get into the mound, and you got to think of it, this is just like a scrimmage. This is a pitching practice for me to get used to things and get into more of a rhythm. Just not got to think about that score as much. Just got to do your job on the mound and come away as clean as you can.
Well, after 2 straight strikes, we've got 3 straight balls. Boss with the payoff. It's lined towards center. The catch is made. Nicely done. Larson came in on it and was able to make a little hop up there to make the catch.
I will say that was the hardest hit ball of the day so far. That thing came rocketing off the bat, but just a line drive trajectory, and Larson made the play in center.
Most of those have been finding the gaps today for Lincoln Northstar. Those hard hit balls. Brings up Olivia Knox, freshman. That's upstairs, ball 1.
2 outs now for Columbus. Trying to get that third one, try to get back to the bat, see if they can get a couple runs, try to keep this game going.
4 hits this inning for Lincoln Northstar on 3 runs. Runner goes after the low pitch. Gets under the tag. Ostentowski with the aggressive base running, and she's on third.
Let's take a look at it. I thought that the glove went just above. Does indeed look like that's what happened. I'm not sure what you got from that replay, Kalen.
It was close. I'd have to watch it again to see where the feet came in and touched the base before the glove. The tag was definitely there. Close play. Columbus still looking for this third out. They've got 2. That's outside for ball 3.
Got to appreciate those umpires out there. Not easy to make these decisions, especially when you got a 2-man crew. I mean, they do the best that they can, and it's part of the thing with sports. You're going to have that human error to the game, but they do the best they can, whether the call is there or not.
Pass ball and trotting back to the base after the walk. Olivia Knox is aboard. So runners on the corners again. Ostentowski trotted down the line but decided not to go for it.
That's Sunken on third. Not Ostentowski, but
yeah, Sunken's done a nice job base running for Ostentowski today. 9-0 lead for Lincoln Northstar.
See what Boss has here.
Right back through the gap, just under the glove. And across comes Sunken for the 10th run. It's a double, and now make it 11 runs. Look at that aggressive base running. Olivia Knox from first to home.
My goodness. Northstar's had an impressive 5th inning here. And good double from Bolts.
Bolts is 2 for 4 today, now with 2 doubles. She does a great job just stretching out those runs.
Yeah, she's up to 3 RBIs on the day, too.
Brings up Dempsey Whitmore. That pitch outside.
And considering Plants chose to go with Boss on the mound here to finish up Game 5, maybe she's using this as a warm-up opportunity for Game 2, or maybe she's leaning towards starting the other senior, Lexus Hill, for Game 2 later tonight.
Fouled off toward the fence. Yeah, it's up to Plants. We'll see where she goes. It's a great point, Elijah. Could definitely use this as a warm-up opportunity.
And that's the thing about softball. You see a lot of doubleheaders, especially in high school. And so you see a lot more of the chances to do those because a lot of these games are about strategy. And so we'll see where Plants lies. Nice little pop-up over to short.
Good play to end the inning. Trotting back, and Columbus has some work to do. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning after Lincoln Northstar tacks on 5 in the top of the 5th. Discoverers down 11-0. Need some bats to get hot to keep this game going. Coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop by your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. USAFE Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, meeting your sales, service, and parts needs.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
An 11-0 lead for Lincoln Northstar over Columbus. And now coming into the game for the Navigators, bringing in Remy Sunken, the freshman, she will get the opportunity here to close it out. Haley Bolts finishes the game with a no-hitter on her own. We'll see if we'll see if Sunken can finish it off as a team combined no-hitter. Broadcast is thanks in part to Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations. It's in there for a strike. Remy Sunken trying to close things out.
And Bolts had a solid game one, 57 pitches, 4 innings of work, 0 hits, 0 runs, 7 strikeouts. Very efficient numbers. Not to mention she faced the minimum amount of batters.
Yeah, you get 12 batters, 3-3, 3-3, and you strike out 7. Oh, that's amazing.
Got some help from the defense, too. Caught Walter stealing second and got the double play at the end of the last inning. Definitely couldn't have done it by herself, though.
And this is through for a base hit, so Columbus is able to break the team no-hitter as Lexus Hill pokes one right through the gap between second and short.
And that's why I avoided saying the word no-hitter. You broke it up. I think you said it like 15 times.
Go back and count if you want to. I think I said it. I don't think I said 15. Maybe 7.
Well, on the bright side, Bolts can't get mad. She's hanging out in the dugout now.
And are still ahead. That's kind of all you want to be as of right now.
That is true. Now Columbus trying to get that rally going here, bottom fifth, because remember, they're down to their final 3 outs unless they score 4 more runs.
It's Kirsten Nicolite. She's batting for Pensick. One count. And that gets through the gap, so the Discoverers back-to-back base hits. Trying to keep this thing going.
They don't want to move on to game 2 yet. They want to keep this living a little bit longer.
Here comes Liberty Boss. Two on for Columbus and none down. Swing and a miss. Nice first pitch from Sunken.
Liberty Boss struck out looking in the second inning, trying to revive and trying to help out her stance on the day.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Sunken will try to close down Boss and looking for that first out in the bottom of the 5th. Fouled off.
Pasta, nice job staying in there, making contact, keeping her at bat going. She's got runners on first and second now, still no outs. Lots of opportunity for Columbus to keep this game going.
Inside, ball 1.
I wish we had more of a visible flag for us out here, because it feels like that wind has consistently been blowing in, but flag always helps make sure.
You can always feel it, but seeing it is always a little bit nicer. Back-to-back balls, and it's a 2-2 count. Liberty Boss hanging in there against the freshman Sunken. Fouls this one off as well.
That's one thing I'll give Columbus. They've stayed in at bat after at bat, battling to stay alive and make the Lincoln Northstar pitchers work for it.
Strike 3, got her looking, and it's the first strikeout for Remy Sunken in her career in a varsity game. gets Liberty Boss down swinging. One away. Gracie Walters, first pitch strike. 2 runners out there for Columbus. You don't want to leave them stranded. Opportunity to break that goose egg. That's a ball.
Walters just got to stand in there, see if she makes some contact, see if she can move the runners along. But Columbus is looking for 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th.
This gets past the glove of the catcher. Witten couldn't quite squeeze it. A little high, 2-1 count, and the runners advance.
And if you're Northstar, that's what you want to avoid. Those unforced errors that allowed the runners to move over to second and third.
So now the chance becomes a little bit bigger for Walters. 2-1 count. Pitch from Sunken. Fouls it off right side, and we're 2-2. $11-0 lead for Lincoln Northstar. Lined into center field. Nice catch made, but Columbus does break the tie, able to tack one across. As Lexus Hill comes across and scores off the sacrifice from Walters. Catch made by Knox out there in center.
And now down to their final out, they'll bring up the freshman and Gracie Boss. But in a decent position, you broke the shutout, but you still need 3 more runs, so don't go up there thinking about that. Go up there just trying to get on base.
Want to keep the line moving. First pitch strike for Gracie Boss. Runner on third. 11-1. In there for strike 2. Sunken trying to finish it, and she can do it right here. Strike 3, got her looking. Sunken picks up her second strikeout, and that is the end of game 1. Nicely done from both teams. Lincoln Northstar with an 11-1 victory over Columbus in game 1 of this doubleheader. Stick around because we've got another one coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you gotta check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you've got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
Good game one as we are finished up with our first one of two today on News Channel Nebraska. Lincoln Northstar gets the win over Columbus on the road, 11-1. And now time for our top plays brought to you by Currency. If you need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items, Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. So here we are in Columbus, Nebraska. Lincoln Northstar makes the trip up from Lincoln to take on the Discoverers. The Navigators have won the last 10 between these two teams, and they're looking to keep it going. Had a massive second inning, and to get started here to keep things going, that brings across another run. Lincoln Northstar had lots going for them in the second inning. They lead at this point 3-0. That was their third run of the inning. Keeping things going here. Here's a single from Haley Bolts. Actually stretches that into a double. Brings in another run. Makes it 4-0. Haley Bolts dominant not only in the circle, but in the batter's box today as well. Let's keep things going. Here's another one. Haley Van Pelt. Another double, which keeps things moving. Brings home Bolts and increases that lead to 6-0 for Lincoln Northstar. Moving on to the fourth inning. Defensively here for the Navigators, keeping runners off the base paths is what they do best with that double play. How about the stretch from Van Pelt? And Lincoln Northstar gets out of the inning. Gators lead 8-0 at this point, and they keep the bats hot. That pass ball gets behind the catcher and brings home yet another run. Moves that lead to 9-0 here now in the fifth inning. As Ava Hanger comes across. Here's another hit from Bolts. Stretches that into a double, which brings across yet another RBI. Actually, 2 score there for Bolts. Makes it 11-0. Just a dominant day on the bats. And this one flew out to center field, but it is a sacrifice fly. Columbus able to tack one on. Lexus Hill is able to score thanks to the fly out from Gracie Walters, and that ends things 11-1. Lincoln Northstar with a dominant performance in that first game. We'll see how Columbus battles back in game number 2. We'll take a little bit of a break, come on back and see if they can even up this doubleheader, or we'll see if Lincoln Northstar can keep it hot. That is all coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Bank of the Valley. Together we go further. To see what games we're covering, follow on X at NCN Sports.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Nebraska, it's time to celebrate our community heroes. Do you know a local hero who dedicates their time to make your community better? Someone who leads with a vision for a brighter tomorrow and inspires others to join? Nominate them today for the Community Hero Program, thanks to Medica. Each month, one Nebraska hero will be chosen and will get to choose a nonprofit to receive a $1,000 donation. Let's honor those who make our community shine. Community Hero, celebrating the heart of Nebraska.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.